Hey, make sure to like the video if you liked it. If you didn't like it anyway. You watched it all the way through. Might as well subscribe while you're at it. And if you don't, you will not know when the next video is up. So, you wouldn't want that now, would you?
The bar. How was the bar? Well, one, you go to a bar with streamers after you do a stream that they're a part of, and they all are attacking me about their rank.
I own a poop shovel. Honestly, I make a public statement and apologize. It goes back into the top tier.
First of all, these two got ranked high. Everyone else that was lower was actually mad.
That's not good.
Anyway, so that was sick. There are some stories that I'm intentionally saving for the podcast from just last night. I was only out for 4 hours. But there are some funny ones. I love my life. It's just so entertaining. It's just so entertaining. It's just, as long as you dissociate, it's like a movie. Nas, thank you for the prime. Podcast is on the 10th. Yeah. I got hit on by 2 men over 40. I can tell you that. The first one wasn't that bad. There aren't that many people here, so like you guys, it's just gonna be recycled for you guys on the podcast. But like the first one, I went to the bar. This is a mistake. It was not my fault, but like I went to the bar by myself to get my first drink, which is like, you know how it goes. So I went to go get Jade. Thank you for the 2 months. I went and ordered a drink, and he was at the bar alone, and he's 44. I know that because he told me. And he came over to me and he was like, "Are you old enough to be drinking at this bar?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, I'm 24." And he was like, "24? You look so good for 24." And I was like, "I'm really confused on what you mean by that, because I feel like normally, like if you thought I was young, you know, like that's something that you say when someone's like old and you're surprised and you're like, "Oh, like I didn't think you were that old," right?" But he was like, you know what I mean? I was just very confused. I was like, "Thank you." And I got myself a Blue Moon, and it was bigger than I expected. It was like one of the like fat glasses. And he was like, "You gonna be able to drink all that?" And I was like, "Yes, sir, I am." And then he was like, "Well, make sure you don't drink too much, or you'll end up looking like me. I'm 44. You don't want to look like this at 44, do you?" And I was like, and because he said, I mean, he cornered me. He set me up, right? He said, so I was like, like you look fine. What am I supposed to say? You know, like what am I supposed to be like? Yeah, fuck yeah, you're right. I do not want to look like that, man. I don't know. I just like, I was trying to be like, I wasn't trying. I don't know. It was just really. I closed my tab and I ran away with the drink. I never went back to the bar. I only got 1 drink at the bar because he just sat there the whole time. And then I have a new Discord message. I'm scared. Never mind.
VeryPog, wow.
Why are you always scared of Discord messages? I have PTSD of like doing sponsors. When I get messages during stream, I think I'm doing something wrong. I think it's a message from somewhere in my management where they're like, you can't do this. Or like, you shouldn't be saying this. Or like my friends, or well, not friends. I don't know. You know what I mean? I've gotten messages while I'm live of like, don't do this. You know? So I panic. When I see him. Anyway, second guy, maybe he wasn't over 40, but he was definitely over 30. He's like a big dude, like grown dude, big dude. And he came over and he was like, "You're my," like to the point where this is not like he's just a little older than me, but like we could talk. It's like, this is like a grown ass man, like old, like way too old for me, right? Like uncomfortable old, like not like you understand? He came over to me and he was like, you're my pool partner now. And I was like, am I? And he was like, yeah. And I was talking to Russell's friend, who's a dude, and he goes to the dude and he's like, "Sorry to take your girlfriend away from you." And I was like, "Oh, this is not my boyfriend." And he's like, "Oh, great, you're my girlfriend now then." And I was like, I don't know about that. He was at the bar by himself. And then we go to shoot pool. We're shooting pool, and my first shot, he walks behind me, and it's not like it's like he puts his arm around my whole ass and does that. And I was like, I was like, golly, absolutely not. And then I told like 4 guys that we were with at the bar. And then it wasn't a problem. But he really regretted having me on his team, I'll tell you that much. If you guys are like, oh, fuck that guy, like he deserves whatever, I was on his team and I was an absolute flop. I am terrible at pool, apparently. It was really bad. It's really bad. Threw on purpose. You know what's crazy? I didn't even throw on purpose. I went over to Jelly, and I go, that guy touches me one more time, I'm pulling out my knife. And Jelly was like, good one. You don't have a knife? And I was like, I do. And I pulled out my knife, and he was like, oh my God, you don't need to have that. But it's not, I didn't bring it for that reason. I just am so used to, I have this little thing on when I leave my house, and it's phone, keys, knife.
Should have stabbed him.
No, it's phone, keys, knife, every day. So I'm just so used to putting it on me when I walk out the door. Are you allowed to carry that? It's Texas. I could literally carry an AR-15 if I wanted to in my back pocket. Anyway, those are a couple of the stories, but the other big ones, okay, maybe just there's one other big one. Saving it for the podcast. It is funny. It is funny. It was bad. Really bad. Timbo! Thank you for the 10. Girls don't have back pockets that big? Yeah. Hint? I don't even know how to... yeah, no. I can't. I don't know. Jeff is a good friend, though. More harassment stories, Pockies. Jeff is a good friend.
VeryPog, wow.
Hi, Maya.
Thank you for the 7 months.
Friday, girly.
Thank you. Jeff had me put his phone number in my notepad with the title phone number, like my phone number, so that when a guy asks for my phone number at the bar, I can be like, oh, I don't remember it. And then I go into my notes and I look at Jeff's number and I put it in as my number. And Jeff was like, Maya, you don't even have to tell me that you gave him my number. I will know if I get some random text at 2 a.m. from a guy that's like, hey, what's up? Like, I will respond. I'll be like, oh man, like we met at the club, or like we met at the bar. Like, what's up? It's Maya. Like, I'll text you tomorrow or something. And then if they keep texting me, I'll just block them eventually. Otherwise, I just won't text him back. And then he'll drop it. I was like, hell yeah. I'll take that. Pretty sick. Do it for the Twitter content. Imagine. Jeff just gets all my... a hint. A hint for the Wine About It story. I met my number neighbor yesterday. That's not supposed to happen. That's not supposed to happen.
We've got a #1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we about to get down. 10 kills on the board right now. Just wiped out till